welcome to I'll Have a Couponer. Today I'm here with a different kind of video, but I'm so excited for this, and this is going to be talking about some of my weirdest couponing moments. I've been extreme couponing since February of 2014, so we're actually coming up on like an 8-year anniversary, which is wild. I can't believe I've been doing this that long, but in that time, I have had some weird couponing moments with cashiers, and just some awkward random things have happened while out there couponing. I do want to say 95% of the time everything goes awesome, but there's been those weird times that have happened couponing, and so today I'm going to share some of them with you. Go on a little walk down memory lane. So the first really weird kind of thing that's happened couponing is actually, man, this one really sticks out. This is a very interesting experience that I went through. The whole situation while I was even there, it was just very interesting. So let me give you a quick backstory. It was December of 2017. I'd actually barely been on YouTube. I started YouTube in July of 2017. This is only a few months after that. It was December, it was Christmas time, and so my family and I were going to a lights display in Kentucky. So on the way there, we were passing kind of towards the Cincinnati-ish area, kind of in between Columbus and Cincinnati. We had noticed that our car was having some issues. The light came on, basically telling us we had so many miles before like our car died. So it was very traumatic. Thankfully, we got a hold of our car dealership, and they were able to connect us with the car dealership in the Cincinnati area that we could get our car serviced. Long story short, it turned out that the alternator had actually died on us. So it could have been very bad. I'm so thankful we made it to that dealership like we did. But by the time we got it to the dealership, it was like closing time for them. So we were stuck in Cincinnati overnight. So we had to stay at a hotel. So we had to go to Walmart, pick up some stuff, just to get by for the day we were going to be stuck there. So I went to Walmart. I actually wasn't using any coupons, which sucked, but I always had them with me back then. I was the OG couponer who had like 20 inserts a week. I really did, and I'd cut all my coupons out and put them on my binder. But I wasn't the things we were getting. I just didn't have coupons. We were having to pick up trial size toothpaste and things, which sucked. Broke my heart because I had like 1 billion toothpaste at home. It was one of those situations where you kind of had to have it, and it just had to have it. So like toothpaste and deodorant and razors and things like that, because we weren't planning on staying overnight. It was close enough. We were going to go look at the lights and then get back home. It was only like 3 hours or so to this place. So we were thinking we would be able to get home, but we weren't. So we were in Cincinnati at this Walmart and go to checkout. I didn't have any coupons, but this just shows you how weird it was. It sticks out to me. Go to the self-checkout, and they have signs plastered on the self-checkouts. No coupons after I think it was like 8 p.m. or something like that. No coupons after 8 p.m. You couldn't use a coupon at night. You couldn't use a coupon at the self-checkouts at night. You were forbidden, which was so weird. It's like, do you not trust the night attendant to know how to do a coupon? Like, what? Where's the logic in that? Like, why couldn't you use a coupon after 8 p.m.? I believe you could have went to a line and used a coupon at 8 p.m., but what was different at the self-checkout between using your coupons during the day or at nighttime? It was really bizarre. I've never in my life seen a store have something like that up, but this store very loudly had signage up all over the self-checkouts, no coupons after 8 p.m. And it was like, okay, I mean, what? Why? Why can't you use a coupon at night? But at this Walmart, you could not use a coupon at night. So that definitely ranks up there as a really weird story. So another super weird couponing moment actually happened at Kroger, and it had to have been around Halloween time. I don't think it was actually Halloween, but it was Halloween time. And I've never seen my store do this again, but they did this particular day. They allowed the employees to dress up, as in a costume for Halloween or whatever. And so I had a cashier at the self-checkout. As you can tell, I love my self-checkouts. And it's comical because they were dressed up. She was dressed up as, I believe, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. So she was dressed up in that. And I had a bunch of coupons. I think there was a mega sale, and I actually have this haul on my YouTube. Maybe I can find it and link it down below for you guys if you want to hear how it actually happened at the time. I always read my limits on the coupons. So there were coupons I had that said limit 2 per shopping trip. So I had 2. Then I had some coupons that just said limit 1 per purchase. I had no limit stated on the coupon. So at that time, my Kroger was or all Krogers rather, were limit 5 like coupons. Now it's limit 3, but back then it was limit 5. So if there was no limit stated on the manufacturer coupon, like limit 2 per transaction or limit 2 per day or whatever, then we could use 5. So what happened was I was going through and using my coupons, and what she would do is back then, Kroger, you couldn't scan your own, so she had to scan them through, and she would, like, if it said limit 2, she'd do the 2. But then if it was one of those that said didn't have a limit and just said limit 1 per purchase, she would scan 1 and then sit all the others in a stack, which was weird. I was like thinking that, oh no, she's not going to take these, is she? So we got the big old stack of coupons, and then she hands me back a bunch and says, you can't use more than one of these because it says limit 1 per purchase. And so if you guys don't know what limit 1 per purchase means, limit 1 per purchase means that you can only use 1 coupon per item. So I can't buy 1 bottle of Tide and use 2 $2 manufacturer coupons on that. That simply just means that it's a limit of 1 coupon per item purchased. Doesn't mean that I can't use more than one in the transaction. So in that case, I could use up to 5 because that was the Kroger store policy transaction rule. So I nicely said, oh, hey, that's not what this means. I explained that to her, and she was like, yeah, that is what it means. And I'm like, it's just funny. It makes it even weirder because it was the Halloween day and they were dressed up as Wizard of Oz. It just kind of cracked me up. But I was like, can we get a manager? Because that's not what that means. And so the manager actually confirmed that I was correct, and that I could use 5. So, I don't ever like to make an issue, but, that's a very common thing. We get extreme couponing, a very common thing. I've had that happen before at many other stores. But it just was really weird since it was the Halloween day and they were dressed up and everything was kind of hilarious. So that was definitely a weird moment. So another super weird couponing moment was actually at CVS in December of 2019. Because this was during Vlogmas. So at CVS, I'd actually been very dedicated at CVS. During the holidays, if you guys follow me, I actually, not really this year, but other years, I got really into doing CVS during the holidays because of Black Friday sales and all that. Just kind of fun to shop there during the holidays. So every Sunday I would go to CVS, and I actually didn't really go too often. I would just go like once a week on Sunday, and this particular cashier was there. And I actually knew this guy because we went to school together. We actually were in the same class at the time. So we knew each other kind of. We didn't know each other, but we knew, I knew who he was, he knew who I was. There was that. But this guy was really nice, but he just didn't really like coupons. Like one particular week, he was like, another cashier did my order and he was like, oh, I'm so glad you're doing it because I'm not in the mood for coupons today. And I'm like, okay. But then the next week, he was like, what do you do with all this stuff? Because I was coming in there every week and, I was getting a lot of shampoo and a lot of things, body wash and things like that. A lot of the same stuff. And he's like, what do you do with all this stuff? And that's kind of weird for somebody to ask. But I was truthful, and I said I donate some of it. And I do. I do donate some of my stuff. I do give a lot away to my family at Christmas. I always give a ton of stuff to my family. So a lot of what I was couponing for was actually going to go back to like my aunt and uncle, my cousins, their spouses, things like that. And he was like, oh, that makes me feel better. And that just kind of struck me as weird. Because I'm like, why would you care what I do with my stuff? Like, I'm a paying customer here. And if I want to buy 100 bottles of shampoo, what's that to you? That kind of was just, I don't know, just struck me as weird. It definitely was a weird moment couponing when he said that. But anyway, guys, that was interesting. And then finally, it's always probably a little weird for the cashiers when they see it. It's weird for me. It feels awkward sometimes when a 21-year-old guy, and even younger back in the day, like 14s when I started, or no, 13s when I started. Yeah, I started this at 13 years old. Young guy pushing around pads and tampons and makeup and things in the cart that are free or a moneymaker. And I was donating them or giving them to people who I knew would use them, but it was a little awkward. And I will not even lie, yesterday I went to Dollar General and there's a big moneymaker on some Azo, like feminine pill things. And I bought them at this Dollar General, there was no self-checkout. So I had to walk up there to the cashier and buy these Azo pills. And it was a little weird, I'm not even going to lie. But, we got through it. She just scanned it and put it in the bag and we moved on. So, yeah. Doing it this many years, I'm kind of used to it by now. But it's still a little weird. So, Anyway, guys, that is kind of it for this video. Of course, I've had the normal couponing experiences where a cashier, is like, well, this doesn't match the item on the picture, or, tons more times than they do the one per purchase. But this video, I was focusing on those really, really weird couponing moments. And hey, I think these ones were weird. Like weird. Let me know in the comments, what's some weird experiences you guys have had? I'd love to know. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I've missed these sit down, chat with you guys about couponing videos. Definitely videos I want to incorporate more here on my channel. And yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.